Screw everybody. Again,
Only God knows. God knows is the name of the show. So, and then I was thinking about it. I was thinking about the saying that people say, "Only God knows," you know, and I say it sometimes and have said it. So, but I think about that a lot. I think about how people use religion as a cop out to keep them from, you know, it's kind of like the same subject here with the football game. They use religion as an excuse to not know or whatever. Because but if you even just think, if you really just believe the saying that only God knows, and then then you also say God, you was created in God's image, then you know too some things. Now you can't know all, of course, but you know some things. So but we walk around and because everything is so laid out for us, we don't really have to think. We feel like we don't have to know anything. It's not necessary. I can be successful without knowing anything. I can make money without knowing anything. I could take care of my family for the most part without knowing anything. So what's the point? I'm not trying to do all that work, to actually learn things and to actually know. But if you really look at it as only God knows and you're created in God's image, then I think that that's what you should be doing. You should be in the knowing. You should be in the know. Now, again, like I say, you're not going to know everything, but you need to know some things. And then there are things that you do know. Cause so when people act like, they're like, I don't know, whatever, like that's their default, but it's some things for sure. Like the sun's going to rise in the morning, the sun's going to come up at some point, you know, when it rains, things get wet. You know, if you jump off of a building and it's too high,
flat.
you're gonna go splat. You know this, even if you've never done it before, or never seen anyone do it before, but you know it. You know it. Can't nobody, it's a reality. You can't deny this stuff. So that's what we should be doing. We should be trying to know more things, and that is us getting closer to God. You know, the more that you actually know, not your opinion or not your speculation, you know, not feeling confident about something. Confidence is one thing, but knowing is a whole nother thing. You know, because if can't nobody tell you anything different. And when it helps you make decisions on what you do. Like you're not gonna walk off the roof. You know, you're not gonna, if you don't want to get wet, you're not gonna go out in the rain. You know, that's what it is because So I think that's where the focus needs to be. The focus needs to be on knowing more. So, you know, only God knows everything, but as humans made in the image of God, we know some stuff too. So, but my point on this is if you're going the other way, the opposite direction, the direction of not wanting to know, then in that case, you're going against God. You might want to feel like just being ignorant. What they say, ignorance is bliss. The Egyptians said ignorance is evil. I'd rather go with the Egyptians on that one. I mean, uh, the damage that you do, the harm that you do, the repercussions of the things that you do, and you're completely ignorant of these things, that's your bad. Even in the law, if you do something reckless, you didn't know the results of it was going to harm someone or kill someone or hurt someone in some way, the police are going to say, hey, we're going to hold you accountable for this. You should have known. You should have known. So all I'm saying is the saying only God knows is cool and all. And God is the universe, God is everything. We can't know all. So only God knows all. I can go with that. But humans, we know some, and we need to focus on knowing more. Therefore, we can understand our environment. We can move around in it in a, you know, productive way, in a creative way. you know, in a way that works out best for us and our family, our friends, our children, our siblings, the nature, the actual animals, insects, and plants, the physical environment related to the mountains and hills. All of this stuff was made by God. So we need to respect that, right? So if we are going through ignorant and we're destroying and causing negative repercussions on these things, it's like I said about the police. You know, the universe is going to come in and hold you accountable because the universe is going to say, you should have known. You were fucking up. So now these are the repercussions for it. These are the consequences. This is the result. What if God's not real? So I got,
So
my answer. My answer.
that means you're not real.
That's what I was about to say. You can't say God is not real when you see the universe. And when you see the trees and you see the plants, and you see the fish, you see the sun. That's the universe. That's God. So like the creationist theory, as far as like what created the universe, man, I guess you can make that an argument. We can argue on that. But God is real because you can hear my voice, because you can hear the birds chirping. God is real because you can breathe oxygen.
Yeah.
When you